Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People, I've been in the same position for the last 10 minutes. Like, give me a second here. I'm trying to set this stream up and like I just decided to do this, but oh my, the Philadelphia 76ers defeat the Los Angeles Lakers by means of a late game shot with a couple seconds left. Tobias Harris knocking down the dagger. The Sixers moved to 13-6 on the season. And I mean, all I can say right now is what a win. Oh my gosh. There is so much to unfold in this game, but for us to come down the way we did in the last couple minutes and blow a 14-15, I haven't even looked at the box score yet. This thing has magic. I'm convinced this thing has magic. You guys see this right here. 10-0. 10-0 in this. This thing has magic. I'm still trying to find words for how I feel. Like, I can't even describe how I'm feeling right now because I feel like I just watched the NBA championship. My dang thumbnail won't even upload. I don't even care anymore. The Sixers you know what? Here's what I got to say. I'm still trying to process this right now. I didn't even use Streamer. I use OBS for this. Like, the Sixers might be the best team in the league. Put some dang respect on our name. Put some respect on our name. That's right. MVP'd. MVP'd. I got to pull up the box score, bro. I mean, this is unreal. Joel Embiid finishes the game with 28 points, 8 for 18. Tobias Harris, 24 points, 10 for 16. And Ben Simmons with 17 points. That's all I've been asking for. That is all I've been asking for. These guys all clicked. They all clicked at the same time. Now, again, this was abysmal for us giving up, I think it was a 15-point lead, 13 points in the last couple minutes. We were down 11. We were up 11 with like a minute and a half to go, and we let them back in, and Doc was out here, what are you doing? Leaving Dennis Schroeder open, leaving AD open. What are you doing? And the Lakers took the lead in the game with off an AD coming off a screen, and he puts in the lay with like 3 to 5 seconds to go. And Tobias Harris, we've been asking who is going to be the guy to take the shot, to deliver the dagger. Tobias Harris did it. I know he had Caruso on him, but LeBron came over to double and he stepped back and knocked it down. Oh my God. Put some respect on our name. Put some respect, because you know what? Everybody wants to talk about the Sixers didn't play anybody. Well, guess what? We played somebody, we played the defending champs, and we put them to sleep. We put them to rest. Oh my, I mean, we're going to talk about this game, but I can't even think about anything else right now. We just beat the champs. I am mesmerized. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Look, if you guys are like, if you guys are just keeping calm, I don't know how you're keeping calm right now. I know this is one regular season game, but guess what? The whole narrative was, oh, the Sixers didn't play anybody. Well, guess what? We just went toe-to-toe. I called it in the beginning of the game. I said we would go toe-to-toe and it would come down to the last possession. And boy, did it. And Tobias knocks down the dagger. I think they tried to get it to Embiid, but Tobias kind of rolled up top and he just delivered, man. He delivered. 10-0 in the AI jersey. Wow. Wow. When I look at this game, to get the production like this from Simmons, Embiid, and Tobias Harris, and some of these role players, I mean, Danny Green had 14 points. Jake Milton had 9 points. Maxey came in and played 6 minutes and made an impact right away. Wow. Put some respect on our dang name. Put some respect on our name. Joel Embiid is the MVP. LeBron had an amazing game, 34 points. AD had 23. Schroeder had 16. The rest of the team didn't really get a lot of production. But you know what? It doesn't matter. LeBron missed 2 free throws in a key situation when he had to make them. And Embiid just kept willing his way. Joel Embiid in this game literally went down with an injury. LeBron pushed him with 2 hands. And Embiid just got back up and continued and continued and continued to will his way back. Ben Simmons got aggressive in the last couple minutes. That's what I've been asking for. He was aggressive for the first 2 minutes of the game, had 6 points. He was aggressive for the last 2 minutes of the first half. And then he just comes back in the fourth quarter and just starts going absolutely nuts. Wow. Seth Curry shot 1 for 6 from the field. But we got the production we needed to. Off the bench in the starting lineup. And when it mattered most, we came out with some buckets. Now, let me be real. The last couple minutes were awful, like I said. That cannot happen, especially in the playoffs. Because this isn't always going to be the case, the outcome. And I was scared that we were going to lose this game and it was going to be an epic choke. And I'm sure Doc will come out. But even Doc was holding these guys accountable from the beginning. But man, you cannot give up. You guys can let me know what the run was. I think it was like 13 or 15 point lead. That can't happen. That can't even happen. We should be ashamed that happened. But my gosh. Moving forward, onto that, going into the future, that can't happen. I can't believe that we gave them the opportunity to get back in the game. It's not. All I have to say is that, with that being said, and that can't happen, the Sixers came out and found a way to win. What did I say last year? We used to beat the good teams and lose to the terrible teams. But we would always sneak by. And this year I've been saying we've been finding ways to win this year by a lot. We've been smashing teams. And this was the first kind of test. This was the first real test. And we were going up against a strong Lakers team. And wow. I mean, what a win. Like I said yesterday, I said, you got to make a statement. You got to make a statement tonight. Well, guess what? I bet the first headlines tomorrow are going to be the Sixers beat the Lakers. Now, they're going to, of course, talk about the epic comeback the Lakers had until it all went by the wayside. But my gosh. Everybody smash that like button. Get it to 100 right now. Subscribe if you're new. I still can't believe what just happened. I feel like I'm in a dream. But I told you, we have a history of knocking down against LeBron. And last year we beat this team and we come back and play this way. I'm just so impressed with Joel, Tobias, and Ben. If all of those guys can click like they did tonight in the same game and they can just stay consistent, I think it's going to be hard for any team to beat us. I think it's going to be hard for any team to beat us. Drummer says, my son texted me saying the refs won the game. I don't want to hear it. Lakers fans who say that or cry, they can't give us our respect. That's on them. Now, I will be honest. The refs were absolutely abysmal in this game. I mean, I can't even think of all the calls right now. But from the double techs to the double fouls on a free throw to a Embiid flagrant for what? For going in motion and using his arms? The rest were terrible. The games finished close in the amount of fouls, so I think they were honestly bad for both teams. The NBA has to look at this because the rest were absolutely terrible. But I mean, other than that, Sixers had more assists, more rebounds, more steals, more blocks. I mean, we were all over them, and early on in this game, we were showing our defensive presence. We came out with what, like 34 in the first quarter, I think? 34 in the first quarter. It felt like all throughout the entire game, there were multiple runs where the Lakers tried to come back, but we just kept stomping on them.
Pediasure is clinically proven to help kids grow, and I love it.
And then they finally got through to us in the last couple minutes, but I mean, that is how you win a game like that. Unbelievable. The defensive presence this game, we were strong early on. We were coming out. We just kept putting the pedal to the metal, and when it came up big, we made a couple big stops, and I mean, what a win. What a win, man. It's not going to be the easiest all the time. It's not going to be just positive, and it's not going to always be a positive win and easy and this and that, but holy, man. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the words to say right now, but it's kind of hard. Sixers lead the East. We've now beaten a real team, and we pretty much dominated them throughout the entire game. We held Marc Gasol to 8 points. Don't even give me this Marc Gasol on Joel Embiid thing anymore. Don't give it to me. Embiid is the MVP of the league. And I know you could say LeBron had 34. Well, guess what? Joel Embiid had what? 28. Only took 18 shots. Literally got banged up throughout the entire game. Shot 11 for 13 from the line and kept getting to the line. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I call leading a team. That is what I call identity. And when Ben can be that counterpart and put up 17 and Toby with 24. Tobias was slow for the first half. I thought he was having a bad game. But what did I say? Tobias always gives you that 20 to 22. Wow. Shake Milton, like I said, 9 points. Furkan with 8. And Danny Green with 4 threes against his former team. Danny Green with 4 threes. Look, and Dwight Howard literally only had 4 rebounds and 4 fouls. They were calling some BS fouls on him too. But Dwight Howard only played 7 minutes in this game. Now, his first 3 minutes, he was a -8. He was a -8. And then for the entire game, he was a -6. What I've come to realize is that this team cannot play without Joel Embiid on the floor. The impact that Embiid, this is why he's the most valuable player. Because Joel Embiid, the impact he is having on his team, he is the most valuable player to his team. All I got to say is it's time to put some dang respect on the Sixers, man. Do you forgive Tobias? Dude, I said it myself. Tobias Harris was always doing okay, but people had to come down to reality with their expectations. He's not a max player. But I said it yesterday. This is what Tobias is. Doc has unlocked the best Tobias. The 20-point-a-game guy who's going to give you 25 sometimes and 18 sometimes. Wow. And let me be honest, I'm trying to think here because I really didn't take time to think about this game at all, but there were a couple possessions late where Ben kind of passed it off. First, I didn't know why Ben was kind of in on the last possession because you need a bucket scorer unless you're trying to drive to the rack. And Ben did pass it up. There was one where he passed to Danny Green, I think, with like less than a minute. And that turned into a bad shot. We had a couple shot clock violations. But not looking at the last 2 minutes, overall, the impact, like Tobias said it before the game, we have had an impact on the floor where we just play organized. We have an organized set, and guys just revolve around that. Now, Seth Curry didn't have a good game. It looks like he's still trying to get back in his rhythm. But Danny Green, like I said, Danny Green, some nights you love him and some nights you hate him. Tonight was one of the nights we loved him. He hit some key shots. Sixers didn't shoot well from the line. 61% has to get better. Now, I said at halftime the Lakers had shot 1 3-pointer and they'd shot 11 and made 1 at halftime. Now, at the end of the game, they went 8 for 24. Very weird, by the way. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. 8 for 24 from 3-point range. What a coincidence that is. And they'd only made 1 3 at halftime. So I was thinking, I'm like, well, the Sixers are kind of in trouble because if the Lakers get going, if some of their valuable players, if their role players kind of step up, then the Lakers are going to take advantage of this game. But what did the Sixers do? They heated up the bench. Shake, like I said, Furkan hit a couple nice shots. Thibault was guarding LeBron some of these possessions, and he was trying to stick him, even though LeBron was just getting to his spot. And we're going to talk about the Lakers and LeBron and the bunch of crybabies in 1 second. Shout out to Aaron Cabbage, my guy, coming in with a $5 super chat. Says when Tobias hit that shot, I yelled yes so loud I think I woke up my neighbor's kid. Well, let me tell you something. Shout out to everybody that was in the live play-by-play. We just went absolutely nuts, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Aaron. I think I woke up my entire neighborhood as well. But hey. We were guarding LeBron the entire game, and he just kept getting to where he was. But let me just say for 1 second. LeBron, who else? Wesley Matthews, Frank Vogel. Look, I have respect for the Lakers. I said they were a great team, and I said that we had to come out and make a statement and beat them, and I'm happy we did. But the Lakers are a bunch of crybabies, and we're only going to talk about this for a second because I don't have to talk about them. They lost. LeBron, take your receding hairline. Anthony Davis, take your one eyebrow, and I saw him walking away to the locker room. Oh, it was so good. It was so peaceful, man. Imagine LeBron trying to hurt our MVP. MVP'd. And beat on late game struggles today. It's on me. I missed a couple shots. Just didn't have the legs. Not because I was tired. My back didn't allow me. Exactly. LeBron pushed him over. And Embiid willed through the pain. He pushed through the pain. He pushed through the pain. And he just kept fighting, man. That's what he does. That's the difference. He's not out of shape anymore. He's not the old Embiid where if he went down and dinged something up, he would have been going for the game. No. The Lakers, talk about a bunch of crybabies, man. They were just crying, and LeBron, and look, like I said, when you cry in this league, you get what you want, apparently. But the rest were bad on both sides. Anyway, it feels so good to beat LeBron James and to beat Anthony Davis and to beat that team. And I've said since the beginning of the season, listen to me real closely right now. I said since the beginning of the season, I don't want the extra media attention. I don't want us to be on the spotlight. And nonetheless, throughout the season so far, everybody, all the media guys, even today, first wanted to justify LeBron being the MVP because Joel hasn't played anybody. First off, we don't control who we play. And second off, they tried to say that we're not a good team because we didn't play anybody. Well, guess what? We played somebody and we beat them. And we beat the defending champs. We put LeBum and AD to rest. I don't want to hear any excuses. Lakers fans, I gave them their respect. They can give us our respect. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any which way because the refs were bad on both sides. All I want to hear is that the Sixers are the best team in the league, or at least one of the top 3. I've been trying to tell you guys this. It's how we play. And please don't try to give me something about Brett Brown and Doc Rivers blowing the game in the last 2 minutes. Please don't do it to me. If anybody tries to say that Doc isn't a good coach because of that, I can't even listen to you anymore. The way that we have played and the way that we find out how to win games, that is what I'm talking about. That is what a system and confidence does. That is what a system and confidence does. Spacing on the floor, getting it to where we need to late in the game, drawing up a great play. We played excellent defense tonight. It's looked kind of suspect lately, but we're still dominating. And to get this production out of our 3 and also 14 points from Danny Green. He makes some questionable decisions. A lot of coaches do. Why didn't Maxey play more minutes? Why did Shake play so many minutes at first when he was struggling? But I like some of the lineups early on, and wow. They're just going to keep hating on Philadelphia, and you know what? Let them. Because at this point, the Sixers have shown me enough. I said earlier and yesterday that this game was going to be a telltale for how we went and judged this team and what we need. And you know what? It still does bother me that sometimes Ben disappears, for the rest of the first quarter and the second quarter. It bothers me that Tobias didn't show up till late in the game. But you know what, man? This team has found how to win. They are maturing. We still need we're not a championship ready team yet, but guess what, man? This window is opening up for the next 2 to 3 years. This isn't even our must win year. This isn't even our must win year. But you know what? What did I say yesterday? The East is wide open. And the Sixers are the best team I've seen in the East. We're deep. We have 3 guys that can score the ball when they want to, and we got the MVP. What else do I have to say? The Sixers can win the East this year. We're still going to need a piece or 2 at least, but I'm proud with how these boys played. The last 2 minutes is inexcusable. I still got to go back and watch, and I tried to recall as much plays as I can. But this Sixers team is just fun to watch, man. There's no doubt about that. That's really my thoughts on this game. If I'm missing anything, let me know in the comments. Run it back. My guy DJ Eastwood's up in here, says, I'm driving home listening. Thanks for the content. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. We're going to get up on here soon together. I was planning to do a post-game video, and I just had to hop on here because I couldn't wait for the whole editing. And I mean, my thumbnail's upside down, for crying out loud. I just wanted to hop on here. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my live reaction too, because I think I lost my mind. But the last thing I'll say is that Tobias
clinically proven to help kids grow, and I love it.
Let me know in the chat, is Tobias the closer? Can Tobias close games? Because what I just saw was, and what I've seen from Tobias under Doc Rivers is that he wants it. He wants it in the late game moments. I've never seen this Tobias. This is the Tobias they paid. That one that says, give me the ball with the game on the line. Simmons passed it up a couple times, but I'm not expecting him to hit a shot. You know that. Tobias Harris wants the ball in the late game moments. He wants it. Tobias wants it. Joel wants it. Guys like Shake want it. Maybe he's a closer, maybe he's not. But my gosh. What was that? I don't know what that was. I've been commentating a game for 3 hours, and I just came and did a live stream. Give me a break, fellas. I can't believe I can even talk right now. Prize Fighter says, new sub on deck. Shout out to, yo, I forgot we're in OBS, man. Let me get a Philly Unite up in the chat. Hold up. Am I the only one that heard the girl voice? It might have been on the ESPN app here or something. Look at these Lakers fans hating, man. Take your hate somewhere else and take your L as well. I was scared Seth would take the last shot because he was cold. Yeah. He got the ball. He tried to give it to he tried to get it in, but Tobias just took it, man. Tobias just took it and went for it. What a game, man. What a game. Sixers win it 107-106, moved to 13-6 on the year. If you take into account the games where our players didn't play, we might be a team that's like 16-3 right now. Even when deficiencies come up with this team, we find a way to win. We find a way to win, man. Yeah, I heard it too. Thought my phone was playing up. I don't know. I think it was something on the ESPN app, but wow. Wow. That's all I got to say. What a win for the Sixers in a late game fashion. Shouldn't have come down to that. But the way we win, it is time to put some respect on our name. It is time to put some respect on our name. Thanks for keeping us company. Last 4 minutes were hard. Absolutely, GT. That's the hallmark of true contenders. Facts. Yeah, get these Lakers out of here, man. You guys have a great night. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to dissolve it and try to just realize what just happened. Watch back the last couple minutes, but all I can tell you is that the Sixers have a winner. Asia, yeah, she is. She has to be. Tobias understood the Sixers only needed a 2 to win. Exactly, man. If you take into account the games we lost, we could have been 19-0 right now. Yeah, I'm saying like the games that we lost because we only had 7 players in. But all right, guys, you have a great night. Go check out my live reaction because that was unbelievable. But you guys have a great night, and we'll be back live in a couple days. Everybody smash that like button too. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And be safe, be easy. And just remember, the Sixers beat the Lakers tonight. Tobias with a big late game shot. And Joel Embiid is the MVP. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace.